serve the Omnissiah.
The ship's smart AI proceeded to wipe the Magos memory after unlocking the Chrononova cannon, and proceeded to fire a shot at the Eldar Corsair in the warp storm, and only missed because the Farseer saw it coming. What? An Arc Mechanicus was stuck in the warp storm in the Materium. An Eldar Corsair with a Farseer on board was hunting it. An Arc Magos direct interface with the Arc's machine spirit, because otherwise they were doomed. Oh, right, that sounds like a cool story. I might have to look into that a little bit deeper. What was the name of the Arc Mechanicus? You sheeple. By about 6 hours, yes. Well, don't worry, you've got me for like another hour or so. Hour and a half-ish. Then I need to skedaddle and get Tally's meds ready. Okay, time for the next mission. Now, this is tempting, but this is more tempting. Also, the Skitarii Vanguard Alpha is quite nice. Currently, just to remind you, at the start of the battle, the infiltrator appears untargetable until they perform an attack. Oh, you sneaky little scoundrel! You're the same thing as the attack priest we were just fighting. Single target range attack deals 2 to 4 physical damage to the target. Nice. I approve. I approve greatly. Alright. I think we're going to deploy for Kepra again. A unit Skitarii escorting a topographical surveying device has become trapped in the tomb of Agrelek. Subdomina Kepra has requested a cohort reach the unit and save the Oculus Topographis. Now, what do I want to bring? Oh, I don't have enough Blackstone anymore. Yes. We are poor. Ultra poor. We have a problem, Magos. It is doubtful you would seize my attention with such alacrity were they going to plan Subdomina. One of my Skitarii units is escorting an Oculus Topographis to produce fuller interior scans of the tomb of Agrelek. They have become bogged down by Necron attacks and are cut off. They will surely perish if they do not get immediate support. And the Oculus. It will be lost too. And yes, I am aware it is worth a lot more than any of my soldiers' lives. That's definitely grimdark. It's like, yeah, the mapping unit is worth so much more. The last communication from the Skitarii said they were under heavy fire trying to prepare a defensive position. Since then, they've gone dark. They're either dead or the architecture of the tomb is interfering with comms again. Right, we can go up there, down, across, and then probably through all of that, honestly. But now I know that it doesn't cost to walk backwards, I'm kind of more tempted to investigate more heavily. Both possibilities reduce the percentage chance of the Oculus Topographis being recovered. Which is why I need your tech priest on this, Magos. We have to move with speed and a hell of a lot of firepower. That I can supply. We advance immediately. Yes, Magos. Thank you, Magos. Is there a difference between the Skitarii and the troops we've been using? Yes. Well, okay, so the troops we've been using so far are servitors. And, I mean, the servitors are probably the only one that are not Skitarii. Skitarii effectively regular humans, not like tech priest level humans that have been massively augmented, but they have been augmented. But they're more like conscripted soldiers for the cult Mechanicus rather than tech priests. They've been enhanced for a very specific role in battle. It's one of the Oculus Topographica's beacons. It deploys them to help it scan an area. It could already have started mapping the tomb. There could be more nearby, if you think it's worth finding them. Deployable beacon lies in the intersection of passageways. Forage beacon taker, the beacon trap. The Necrons might be interested in the beacon too. Booby trap it to punish Necrons for their inquisitiveness. Forsake for the mission. No, forage for the map data. Ouch. But that is nice. The cohort searches the area and locates 2 more beacons, pausing to extract the information from each. The Necrons, however, are closing in and quickly become aware of the cohort's location. Yeah, they're not tech priests, but they're also not flesh robots. Indeed. They are people, just not nearly as heavily augmented, or aspiring to become as heavily augmented, for that matter. Single port for a canoptech creature. We'll take the Blackstone. We desperately need it now. We are poor. Is it a different... I wonder if trapping it would have lowered awareness. It quite possibly could have, yeah. Servitors are general-purpose everyman units. Can do just about anything, but isn't as good as a specialist. Skitarii are Terminators cranked up to 11, and with only one job in life. Destroy enemies of the Mechanicus Masters. More or less. Servitors aren't exactly everyman, though. I would actually argue that. Servitors, by and large, are equipped for a very specific purpose. But if you talk about servitors as a thing, you can find a servitor that does every imaginable job. But that servitor does that one job, unless it gets reconfigured. Be wary, Magos. Remember admonitions mechanic. I'm terribly sorry, I'm tripping over my pronunciation there. 3:16. Seek not the words of the Xenos, lest they infect us with blasphemy. A Voxcaster unit somewhere in the tomb nearby is broadcasting streams of code, possibly a Necron transmission. This could be a Necron communications device, and destroying it could disrupt their capability to coordinate their attacks. Find the device and attach a spare comms unit to it, so the transmission can be decoded and examined in the Cestus Metallica. No, eliminate it. Oh. The cohort takes a detour from their path to find the device, a large machine of obvious Necron construction that is increasing in the volume of data it is transmitting. A quick burst of gunfire later, and it is destroyed. Its innards contain valuable materials that can be harvested for use for the rest of the mission. We just got the noise reductor. Reveal all enemy statistics in a circle area. Ooh. Quite nice. But they've now got initiative, which is sucky. Extra Necrons in battle. That actually isn't a terrible thing, because it means more Blackstone. And again, we're going to start investigating much more thoroughly. Corpse of one of the Skitarii squad lies at the entrance of this chamber, evidently cut down by Necron fire. Recover his gear for reuse, cleanse, bury the corpse, and put it beyond the use of the enemy. Mark the passing. Scavenge. Awakening, but we've now got the Gamma Pistol. Single target range attack. Attack ignores armor, deals 1 to 2 damage to target. That is very nice, because it doesn't do any particular type of damage. It just does damage and ignores armor to do it. That's really nice. A beam of ionized radiation directs itself from the barrel with unerring accuracy, trusted only to the most blessed priests, for the machine spirit within is wild, able to turn targets to ash in seconds or cut through defensive structures with ease. I approve. I approve. So if you activate a battle with awareness 0, Are there just no enemies? No, there are always enemies. It's just that if you notice, during the battles, it just gets worse and worse and worse over time. Necrons reanimate 1 turn faster. Tilly, come on now. Not a good sign for it to have become separated. Perhaps it was damaged by enemy fire. In any case, it might contain some useful data. Malfunctioning in server skull drifts around the chamber, trailing sparks. It looks like one that accompanied the unit. Retrieve, extract the data medium chip and leave the skull itself behind. It may have become contaminated with Xenos data. Search the chamber before trying to recover the servo skull. Recover the servo skull and return it to the Cessus Metallicant for recycling. We'll secure it. The cohort checks out the chamber, which proves devoid of the enemy. During their search, however, the servo skull shorts out and drops to the floor, after which it can be claimed easily. Ah, Tilly, why? Why do you wait for me to sit down? Why couldn't you have asked for my attention while I was on tea break? What is up? She's missing She-Lab. Right, be right back, chat. I'm really sorry for this. Come on then, sweetie. Beth tea, Shane. Do you want me to The problem with Tilly is that she wants food, I think, to have the comfort of knowing that food is there. I don't actually think she's hungry right now, but she's eating, and will be eating for a few minutes, and then I think she's going to get to what she actually wants, which is to be let out. So I'm going to be stepping away again in a moment. Right, onwards. The chamber ahead is covered in dust and debris, which clearly show the tracks of the Oculus Graphicus. It is clear it went this way, and the trail it left could be followed by the cohort to reach its location as quickly as possible. Follow the trail, but slowly, in case the enemy suspects Mechanicus troops. I'll follow with haste. Oh, the cohort heads rapidly in the direction, though they feel the eyes of the Necron upon them. As they do so, they outpace any attempt to flank or ambush them, and make excellent headway towards their objective. Well, you say that, but at the same time... Do we take it all the way up to 4? Well, we're going to be in 4 no matter what we do now, so... Since if we move down there, it'll push into 4 anyway. Even extra Necrons, so there's going to be a lot of fighting now. We're probably going to bump this up by 3 points no matter what we do. A single port. Ooh. This one caused us a problem before, so I'm going to go for this one. Yeah, we just gained 3 HP. Cats must always come first. It is written. It is. Right. Cataphron Battle Servitor armor not thick enough. Castellian proving equally ineffective. Must find weakness before we're connection lost. It appears this Xenos form triggered a fragmented recording from Risak. Indeed. It appears we'll have a tough time using heavily armoured forces against this specimen. Perhaps we can use their strength against them. Wise words, Dominus. New template detected. Observing. Excitement statement. How glorious. The Xenos vary their weapons. Plus Tesla weapon tech. They do not show signs of Promethean flame attack, which only shows their inferior steps in technological advancement. I recall that in Xenos and the Kant, version 0.00101.001, the Xenos... Not now, Videx. Just shut him down. We've dealt with immortals for a while now. They're proving to be a worthy threat. Now they have a separate weapon pattern. This is most concerning for our troops, sire. Troops are of little concern. Mission is always priority over bio-life forms. Okay. Also, Tilly is back and does seem to want something, so I will be right back. Necrons ++, equal, resource acquisition, ++. Yeah, fair. Nope. Tilly is being her cattiest cat self and hasn't decided whether she wants to be outside or inside or outside or inside. And she is now returned to her food bowl. Right. Now then. That is a nice little trip down there. This is only going to be something that we can extract via our servo skull. Quite a lot of units over here. And only this that we can destroy. Okay. Now you're a concern. Got a flayed one there. Now, what about you? They're going to be relatively easily taken care of, but... let's get a little bit further forward. And... let's go for you, since it'll hit quite a few people at once. Decent. Go and grab all of the cognition, please. Now, we're going to get this round. These two will move before the Necron Immortal. And before that flayed one. So as long as they are on this, we should be okay. I'll have to use a point of cognition to do it, but I think it'll be worth it. Right, let me move forward a bit. Kind of want to know what you can do. Let's find out what your stats are. Okay, energy resistance. A little bit unhappy about that, but here's what it is. You'll die easily enough from a simple attack. Now, 4 to 6 damage there. I will go for it just so we can try and remove you. Then we are going to advance. Go for the Omnissiah axe. Oh no, we don't have the means to. No problem that one. Tonk. Nothing for me to gather, unfortunately. 9 potential damage there, that's not too terrible. Now, I should be able to remove you. I won't be able to do much about you, sadly, but... well, if I'm lucky, I can remove... oh, I'm not. That is very unfortunate. Okay. Well, this is the last battle, so... sure, I'm going to use the cognition point straight away. Punk. Let's grab all that. Get rid of you completely. And then proceed to this point so that both of them have to get away from me. Why not? Oh, that's sucky. Apparently, I can go for the attacks of opportunity, but I cannot actually hit them. That is actually really unpleasant. What the heck? Let's pop you there. You here. Now then. Actually, no. Let's go... No. Let's go this way, because you're not going to worry about me for now. Which is fine by me. Let's go for you. It's a critical hit. Don't actually know how much damage I did. Hopefully a decent amount. You've got a gun, so my sincere hope is that you will need to move away from me here. I can grab a little bit of cognition from you. Use my Omnissiah axe as well. Oh, and a critical kill. Alright, now we are cooking with fire. Alright, well I'll get up here and I'll scan then. 84 Blackstone. Oh. Oh dear. Well, that has bumped the difficulty a bit. Alright. And of course they're taking a move. That is most vexing. Got a little bit of cognition from that one though, so not all bad, I suppose. Let's find out about your stats. Not bad. Right, well, let's get in here. That one's been repaired, unfortunately. I could take out this before it becomes a problem for me, and I think that's probably wise. There you go. One down. And then move around, get into position. And I can't do too much more, so I'll just go for a bit of damage. This at least will keep the Canoptech Scarabs occupied, because they will prioritize healing over combat. Pretty much always, as far as I'm aware. Tunk. They will always go for the one that they're targeting, no matter what is happening. Oh, you didn't get an attack of opportunity. See, so annoying, that one. They would have gotten attacks of opportunity, so I couldn't do anything there. Vastly frustrating. Oh. Yeah, I've got... That is just so weird. So incredibly weird and very, very weird. Silly, in my opinion. On the plus side, it does seem to have respected the fact that that one didn't get an opportunity to attack me either. So I guess I can forgive it on that one. On that score. Let's just take you out if I can. And again. 2 or 3. 3, thank you. Move in. And who is damaged? Just me. Go ahead and repair then. But that was an awful order of operations, honestly. I was just a little bit thrown off by the way that was all playing out. We'll just hang tight here. They're probably going to wander up behind, I think, but... 1. And 2. And it's down. Bring you in just to annoy. Now I can gather all of the cognition from this site. Perfect. Now, depending on how much damage I can do here, I may not have to worry about my gun, but 4 damage. Sure. Punk. We're still going to be adding 4 to the... Ooh, that's going to kind of hurt a bit, but... we will at the very least do damage to the downed Necron. So I'm not going to have to worry about that. We'll stay back because this flayed one now is completely locked on. And we'll ignore everything else. Damage reveal stats. I think I'm just going to let him wander. Get down here, use this, finish you off. We're going to end our turn there. Now you're probably going to be able to take a shot, actually. 4 damage is not a shabby amount, to be fair. And sadly, I'm not going to be able to get through this, but... I'll continue harassing. And from here, I should be able to do a decent chunk of damage. Since that's only got melee resistance. There we go. And I can also use my distant prayers to pop your health back up a little bit. And I've always got the canticle as well if I really need it. Won't for now, but... Oh, more scarabs. On the plus side, if they keep spawning and I just keep killing them, that's fine. But I don't want this to get too high because that is a big concern. Do I know how much health you've got? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's move in, grab some cognition, and then melee. down. My servitor can finish that off, I would say. Be a bit silly to use this weapon on the scarabs, though, so I'm going to hold off on that one. Oh, I actually got 2 damage in there. I'm surprised. Now it's actually getting a little bit of a worry. Thankfully, that will offset some of the problems, but damn. I am going to use Litany of Life. And then let's use you. Get my chunky weapon. If we roll high, then we kill. And we do. Perfect. Now, I'll finish you off with this shot. No, you're resistant, so I may as well just go for the shot there. Grab the cognition and make my way around to you, if I can. I'll have to tank some more damage, but that is what it is here. Hopefully they don't roll high. No. There we are. Yeah, you can get cognition from servitors with friendly fire as far as I'm aware, yeah. If you're absolutely cognition starved, that is a way of doing it. Right, well, there's no point really in taking you any further down because you will not get there in time. The issue here is you are too resistant to damage now. Let's cleanse that acid off you so you stop taking unnecessary amounts of damage. There we go. Grab this. Sure, we'll move in. We can probably get a bit of damage on you without harming my ally. We're very lucky. 5 damage, actually very nice. And this will take you out. Pop. That damage on the silver skull is quite amazing, to be fair. But the more ways you have of generating cognition in a turn, the faster you can complete any battle before too many rounds have gone through. Mission complete. The cohort defends the locations of the lost Skitarii unit, enabling them to move the Oculus Topographis back out of the tomb and towards Skitarii lines. The troops and the valuable surveying device they escort are saved from the perishing in the tomb of Agrelek. The squad survivors are back at our lines, and the Oculus has been salvaged. We have been set back in our exploration of the tomb, but not nearly so far as we would have been if the unit had been lost. Is the Oculus Topographis providing data? It is fully functional, although at this stage I can report nothing other than the Tomb of Agreleh is huge. This shall be factored into future missions. Ensure I am appraised of further developments, Subdomina. Okay, 40. Not amazing, but... Okay, entirely covered by the cost of the killed Necrons. There we go. That was painful, though. That was actually really painful. Up to 17% of the way to the Doom Clock. Yikes. Ubjao sector located. Whereas the other tombs are sterile, this one is grossly fecund with the union of life and death. The first scouting maniples to enter are overwhelmed by the appalling stench. They walk straight into a carnal house. Biological remains plaster every wall and floor. Some are creatures indigenous to Silver Tenebris, but others are unmistakably human, presumably from the former colonists of St. Eckart's Hope. Their decay begins instantly as the sealed atmosphere of the tomb is breached. A metallic skittering heralds something even worse waiting in the tomb. In this pit of disease and death, even the mind of a tech priest is vulnerable to its horror. Lovely description there. Oh. Well, we got other things to do first, but okay. This point, who are we upgrading? Yes, we be upgrading you. Oops, that's kind of a graphical glitch, isn't it? Okay, that graphical glitch is staying, apparently. Time for amazing legs. Time for amazing legs. Honk. There we are. Happy with that. And we've got exactly the amount we need for the next upgrade. Who are we going to upgrade? I could go for engines here if I really super needed to. Curator Claws have -1 cooldown and restore 2 more HP, which means that this would only be restricted by its cooldown, which is every other turn. So if I had 2 of them, then I would restore between 4 to 6 HP every single turn, as long as it could, as Terraceman could get to the unit. 2 Curatio Claws with this are broken effective. Actually broken effective. Though of course could further upgrade Sweet Orange Bunny. Having the ability to generate more cognition points at the end of your turn would be useful. Three HP and energy armor is also quite useful, and that would lead to machine spirit attacks plus 2 damage. Avoid all opportunity attacks plus 3 to movement. This would make this would make Sweet Orange Bunny crazy fast. I think that one's too tempting for us. We have to go for it. Adding +1 physical damage? Would this add to every single attack? That's a good question, actually. Chat, would this add 1 physical damage to every attack that I do? Yes, including AoE. Wow. I have underestimated the importance of these. And no mistake. That's 1 physical damage it is. Now, in terms of the weapons we have, got the Gamma Pistol now. Attacks on this ignore armor anyway, and this deals 1 to 2 damage. This deals 1 to 2 energy damage. But it does reveal target statistics. This just doesn't care what its armor is. I do believe that I prefer this over the other one. So let's grab that. We are definitely going to be giving that to you. So now you've got something that should at all times be able to do some damage. Though, I'm gonna be honest, maybe I should stick with the ability to bring up the target statistics. No, I actually think the 1 to 2 damage is still going to be quite useful. We'll stick with that, I think. For now. Right, let's have a look. The first seal. Xenobiologist Tertius, a brilliant young tech priest, has requested the retrieval of a Necron relic from the tomb of Agrelek. Its inscription should help illuminate the mysteries of the Necron language. Cognitive Canister. Targets a troop for its next base attack. It gains +1 damage and 25% crit chance. We'll be up against a Cryptek, a Necron Immortal. That's... I mean, I do like this, don't get me wrong, but... Single target melee attack triggers an opportunity attack, deals 2 to 4 physical damage. It's a little bit less than the previous one, but deals acid damage. Really tempted. Shockingly tempted, actually. The Curatio Mechadendrite. Now this was beautiful because it just does it for free. But it takes a 3-turn cooldown. And we would get Servitor level 2. But I think we're ultimately going to be going for this jobby. And Tilly wants my attention. Again. I'm sorry, chat. Be right back.